What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, to the first owner road to glory. In this video, I'm going to be going over the custom tactics for FUT champions. If you're trying to get rank 1, or if you're trying to get into the elite division, or at least division 1, division 2, somewhere around there, wherever you're struggling at, you need some tactics for all moments in every game. This is the video for you. This is the team that I'm going to be using. This is the last week before team of the season. So we're trying out our best tactics, probably putting together the best teams. I might sub some players out. We'll figure it out. We'll see. This is my best team as of now, or my favorite team to use. But we'll find out. I need to change that Donnarumma though. But anywho, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and if these ever helped you out before, I will greatly appreciate it. But let's get straight into the tactics. Uh, so I made a few changes. If you don't like these changes, then you can resort to last week's video and you can go back into that and leave it as is. The things that I took off the 5 in the back, the 5-4-1, only because a lot of people are playing with, well, at least in the elite division, a lot of players are playing with that new 3, what is it, 3-4-2-1, the one where you have 3 center backs and you have like 5 strikers. Basically, let me see if I can find it. A lot of players are playing with this one. So, to play against this one, we're going to be using this one a lot to attack, like basically counter attack them, right? Now, if they're playing, example, this formation, we're going to be using either this one to counter attack them, or you can mirror match them and use this one. I also have this one when you need more attacking options in the final third and you need to control the game a little bit more. Basically, you need to add another striker to your 4-2-3-1 because it looks identical to this one, which is my main formation. This one, it's just you add another striker. So you replace one of the center backs, or I guess one of the quote-unquote wing backs, and you add another striker, right? So you end up going into this, basically. So, long story short, what I'm trying to get to now, I was trying to make it as brief as I possibly can. When you get into the game, your first I was supposed to put on music. I didn't even put on music. The first pos the first formation that you're going to use is going to be this one, the 4-2-3-1, right? That's the formation that you're going to be using from the get-go. Now, if you're playing a 5 in the back, mirror matchup, you're going to go into this. If you're playing a 5 against a 5 at the back or mirror matchup, you're going into this. If you're losing and you need to score a goal or two to get back into the game, or you just need to be a little bit more creative in your gameplay, you're gonna go to this one, the 3-5-2. Now, if you're gonna close off a game, like if if you're already winning 2-0, 3-0, whatever, and you just need to close off the game, then you're gonna stick to 4-2-3-1. If you need to go all out minute 70 and you just need to score goals, because it's like that's it, like if not you lose, you're gonna go for the 4-2-4. Okay, so again, I'm gonna repeat it. Start off the game or you're winning, this one. If you're losing and you need to score a goal or you need to be a little bit more creative, this one. If you're playing against a 5 at the back, you're gonna go into this one. Now, when you need to go all out gun ho, like this Hail Mary, like Super Bowl championship, last minute, Champions League final, you need to go all out, 4-2-4. Okay? Okay. Now, if you don't like these, if you don't like, for example, like this 3-5-2, you can replace it. You can migrate this one over to this slot and put the 5 back that I had last week back there, the 5-4-1. You can go ahead and put that back there. That doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. It's whatever floats your boat. But I do recommend keeping, if you don't like the 3-5-2, keeping the 4-2-3-1 as your main formation this week to be real balanced whenever you get into the game, because there's going to be a lot of tryhards this weekend. And then whenever they are playing you a 3 at the back, use this one to exploit them, right? All right. I'll give a reasoning of why I'm playing those right now in a bit, but let's get straight into it. So your main formation that you're going to be using is this one, 4-2-3-1. So these are the tactics. Keep it both old gen, new gen. Don't change anything. Leave it as is. The only thing you can change is the depth if you would like to, but that's completely up to you. Balance 47, 53. Balance direct passing 69 width. 6 players in the box. Corners, free kicks 1 and 1. You can do whatever you want on the corners and free kicks. I don't care. I just don't like to get countered, so that's why I put 1 and 1. Leave direct passing both old gen, new gen. Leave the 69 width because you kind of want them to be a little bit more wide, because they still end up cutting in because they're cams for some weird reason. Depth even though they play like wingers. Debt, I leave it at 53 because I don't want it to be too low and I don't want it to be too high. I just want it a little bit above normal, but not too much above normal. So I left it at 53. I took away the auto offsides trap just in case I am playing a 4-3-1-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond because I was getting countered a lot, and that's basically the main way they score on you is by counters and by playing the wings. So that's why I put 53 debt. But if you like the auto offsides trap, then you can go back into 72, which is this one. But for me, I leave it as is. I'm going to keep it at 53. I recommend trying it at 53. Now the width, I had to up it to 47 because everybody's playing on the wings and doing cutbacks. That's what the majority of people are playing right now. I used to play 37 debt here because I like my center backs and my left back, right back real compact. But I can't. I need to defend the lines before they even get to the byline to actually try to score a cutback. That's why I switched to 47. All right. That was basically the main reasoning behind all that. Goalie comes across sweeper keeper. Center back, stay back, that's it. Right back, stay back, that's it. Left back, stay back, that's it. I used to have conservative. I took them off only because we're playing a little bit of a higher width. So I want you to manually control by yourself. Both CDMs are going to be stay back while taking cover center. You can put cut passing lanes if you would like. I want to be able to manually mark as I'm going because I want to be able to manually press right now. That's why. But if you don't like to manually press and you like to run back with your CDMs to defend, then switch to cut passing lanes. Your cam is going to be all default. Don't put stay forward right now because they're by default they're a little bit too high up when you're defending, and you kind of want them to drop down just a little bit more. So you can pick up the ball, so you can do quick 1-2s because a lot of people are playing like press after possession loss or those narrow formations. And you kind of want them to drop back a little bit deeper because if they don't, they're going to be up against your opponent's CDM immediately as soon as you go on a counterattack, and that's annoying. Then you can't go anywhere. So just just leave it right there on default. Both right mid and left mid are going to be come back on defense, get into box for cross. Come back on defense allows them to drop back, and now you're going to defend in a 4-4-1-1. And then when you attack with basically a striker, a cam, two wingers, and then you can move one of your CDMs up, so it allows you to attack in a 5 if you need to, right? And then your striker, I put drift wide getting behind. The reason why I put drift wide is because sometimes when you're building up through the right side, my striker, which is Johan Cruyff, he'll make a run in between the center back and either the left back or right back, like right in the middle of them. And that's like a perfect through ball chance, and that's what you need. So make sure you get a really, really lethal striker right there. And Mbappe will be perfect for that role, like Johan Cruyff, right? Let's get into it. If you need me to go into more details into any of these tactics, then go ahead and go into my channel and just look up these tactics. I literally post like 3 or 4 of them every single week, and I even put videos on how I play them in the elite division, so you can kind of dissect on how I play. I do like live gameplay, like the whole live gameplay, how I build up everything. I kind of make it as live as I possibly can with the controller in the top right, so you can see the buttons that I'm pressing and how I'm defending. Basically everything in live action, right? Next one, let's go into it. So if you need to be a little bit more creative, you're gonna go into the 3-5-2, which is this one. If you're losing, if you need to score a goal, you're gonna go into this one. So the width on this one, I put 37 only because you have 3 center backs. You want those to be a little bit more compact because you have your left mid and your right mid that drop back as a 5 back. So you can make them a little bit more compact because you have more people. Does that make sense? Okay. That I put it as the same as the other 153. Balance. 4 runs. I put 4 runs because I'm playing on old gen, and I like 4 runs better on old gen on this formation. But if you like direct passing, then feel free to switch it to direct passing. It's completely up to you. But it works for both old gen, new gen. I think new gen direct passing is a little bit better than 4 runs, but up to you. 45 width, but remember when you get into the game, you're always going to turn on D-pad, hug the sideline to make your right mid, left mid hug the sideline, so it gives you more space. It basically splits open your opponent's defense, his left back and right back. That way you can kind of attack them through the middle with your 2 strikers and your 1 cam, and then you're basically gonna outnumber his center backs. Players in box, I only put 3 because I do have 4 runs. And I don't want my players to run out of position because I do want to end up defending in a 5 back when I can. I don't want to get countered since I'm only playing with a 3 center back formation. Corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Instructions: goalie comes for cross sweeper keeper. Nothing on 3 center backs. 2 CDMs, cut passing lanes, stay back while taking cover center. That's going to be on both of them. The reason why I do have cut passing lanes on these is because I do run back with my CDMs. That's why. Just throwing that out there. Right mid is going to be comeback on defense, and then left mid is going to be comeback on defense as well. That's it. Don't get into box or cross, nothing like that. they're gonna run into the box when they actually know that it's the right chance to run into the box. They won't forcefully run into the box at all times, if that makes sense. And then your cam is gonna be stay forward, get into box or cross on this one, because for some reason on this formation, if you don't put stay forward, they drop back and they act like a three midfield setup, and you don't want that. You want this little triangle of death up here. So it's going to be him as a cam, so on a counter attack. So when you do defend, you defend as a 5-2-1-2, like that other formation, but it's just a little bit more attacking. And it's a little bit more stable too, because you have CDMs instead of center mids instead of the other 5-2-1-2. Your right striker stays central, and your left striker stays central, get in behind. So you always want one striker always bombing forward, right? Let me change this before I forget, because that's going to annoy me. There we go. Alright, and then this one, the mirror matchup one, 4-3-2-1. The reason why I want you to use this one when you're playing against this formation, or even if you're playing this formation, the reason why you want to use this formation against that is because you have, I'm going to go into the instructions first on this one. You have all three strikers, none of them on comeback on defense. So whenever he does attack you on a counter attack, you literally have these three ready to bomb forward. So you have your right striker stay central getting behind, central striker stay central getting behind, and this guy to build up with stay central, and that's it. So as soon as you steal the ball, you just boom, dart forward, you pass it to Stoikov, and then you have your two strikers just darting forward in this counterattack city, and they're not going to know what to do with it. They're going to end up switching to another formation, and by then you already scored like 2 or 3 goals on them. Just trust me. This is going to be through ball nation. I know I don't really like through balls. I don't really like playing like that, but if you, that's the only way you can play against a 3 at the back formation. You're going to have to do it. So two getting behind on here, and then this one stays central. Your left center mid stay back while attacking and will cover wing. Center mid stay back, cover center. Right center mid all balance. Right back stay back. Both center backs stay back. Left back all balance. I don't even put overlap on them because you're going to be playing in comes across super keeper. On this one, you're not going to even be playing too much build up soccer, if that makes sense, or build up football. You're going to be basically doing counterattacks, counterattacks, counterattacks. So if this guy just goes up and just kind of hangs out in the middle of the field before you, while you're trying to build up, that's fine, because the main idea behind this is that you're just counterattack nation. So these three, you're gonna be literally be defending just like this formation, 4-3-3, and that's fine. It's just counterattack nation, okay? And then I didn't get into the actual tactics on this one. So on this one, you're gonna go with 37 on this one, just because it's counterattack city, 57 depth, balance, direct passing, 37 width, 5 players in the box, corners and free kicks 1-1, both old gen, new gen. And then last one, all out formation. You know, I always keep this one in here. It's probably the best formation to go all out attack on. And I am working on another one on this for a balanced attack. I have to find a good sweet spot because it's so attacking that I want to make it a little bit more balanced, because if not, you get countered a lot. But anywho, that's a conversation for another day. 4-2-4, constant press, 60, 72 depth, balance, forward runs, 55, players in the box 7, corners and free kicks 4 and 4. Instructions, same as always. Goalie, comes across the sweeper keeper, stay back on both center backs, right back, stay back, left back, balance, overlap, because he will be attacking. And because he does attack, your left center mid is going to be stay back, cover center. Your right center mid is going to be get forward, get into box for cross, cover center, because you want to attack with as many bodies as you possibly can. Your two strikers, pick whichever one is going to be on stay central, come back on defense, and the other one stay central, getting behind, come back on defense. The reason why I have them on come back on defense is because you don't have any cams, so when you do steal the ball, you kind of want them to drop deep, pick up the ball, and just dart forward, right? So it's just straight counter attack again. And then right center mid is going to be come back on defense, getting behind, get into box or cross. Same thing on the left winger, come back on defense, getting behind, get into box for cross. Same concept as the strikers, right? You just want them to drop deep, pick up the ball, press as hard as you possibly can, and just pray that you score. Just you need to score that 1 goal or 2 goals so you can actually win something on foot champs, you know. So those are the actual formations and tactics that I'm gonna be going over for this rank 1, or for this upcoming foot champions pre-team of the season. I'm excited for team of the season, but I need to be ready to try to get rank 1 on team of the season so I can show you guys the best rewards of the year, right? But yeah, let me know if you guys tried out these tactics, if they helped you guys out. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I hope all of that made sense. If it didn't make sense, ask me down below if you have any questions, and I'll answer. I try to respond as fast as I possibly can in the comments. But yeah, I see you guys on the next one. Peace. Have a good night.